we are going to be taking a look at every single exclusive on raised animals. Let's get right into this. So over here in my plot, I have every single exclusive and shiny in the game, which I already made a video showing off every single shiny. So if you're interested in seeing that, then I recommend checking it out. But in this video, we're going to be checking out every single exclusive. So there's currently only 4 exclusives in the game, and we're going to be going from oldest to newest. So starting off with the Savannah Ninja, you're no longer able to get this exclusive and was only available for the first week that the game was released, and it's been removed ever since. So this animal goes 29 to 34 speed, it has 2 hearts, and its special ability is Shadow Step. So every 12 seconds, it will have the ability to blink through an object, allowing you to just dash right through it instead of taking any damage. And after we blink through an object, we have a 1-second period where if we crash into another object, it will blink us through that one as well, making it insanely good. Anyway, I have it right here, so let's go and jump into the game and let's check this guy out. I actually made a video on the Savannah Ninja a few days ago, and that was my first time using it, and I've been using it ever since because it's actually crazy good. And basically how it works is when we run into an object such as this one right here, we actually just dash right through it, and then we have to wait a 12-second cooldown until we're able to do that again. But then once the cooldown ends, we have our ability until we crash into another object, which it may look pretty simple, but it's actually crazy good because it pretty much just works as an extra life, because instead of taking damage, it just dashes us right through the object, preventing us from losing a heart. So it's pretty much like we have a shield around us that regenerates every 12 seconds, and it's crazy good. It also works for animals, so we can go up to the zebra right here and we can actually just dash right through it. But if we crash into anything else within this 12-second cooldown, then we will end up taking damage. So that's the main ability, but if we crash into something else within a second of crashing into the first object, it will actually do like a double dash. Like right here, I can crash through this and then jump, and we actually didn't hit it right there. But it will dash us through that object as well, and we can do that up to 5 times. So every time we use the ability, we can chain up to 5 different objects, which make it insanely good. So right here, I'll hit this tree and then I'll dash through the second one. So let's hit it and then we'll dash through that one as well, and look at that. So we just dashed 2 different times, and we can do that up to 5 times per ability. So if it dashes us forward right in front of another object and we're about to hit it, it will actually just dashes through that one as well, which is very good because it kind of prevents you from taking any damage. And that's what makes the Savannah Ninja so good. But if you want this, you are actually no longer able to get it, and the only way you can get it now is by trading someone for it. But its dash ability is crazy good, and that makes it one of my favorite animals. The next exclusive that was released is Medusa. So this one was released during the ocean event, which they actually just removed last update. So the ocean event was available for like a month or so, and we could buy Medusa for I think like 40,000 coral, somewhere around there. But anyway, it goes 22 to 26 speed. It has 4 hearts, and its special ability is Gorgon's Gaze. So every 12 seconds, it shoots out cones into like nearby enemies, completely stunning them, and it makes them slow down all the way to 0 speed. And every one that we hit, we gain plus 5% speed, and we also gain 2 seconds that we're able to break through any obstacle for each target that we hit. So that's actually pretty decent. So we're now in the game, and as we'll see in like a second, it'll shoot out cones into these animals just like that, slowing them all the way down, and then we'll gain plus 10% speed and also plus 4 seconds that we can ram through any obstacles, which is actually quite good. So for this person, we actually want to be surrounded by animals, because the more animals that we're surrounded by, the more animals that we're gonna hit with our ability, giving us an even longer break time. So if you have a bunch of animals around us, it'll hit all of them, and for each animal that it hits, it'll give us plus 5% speed and also plus 2 seconds. And if there's no animals around us, then our ability will pretty much just go away because we won't hit anything. So it's not that crazy if you're just surrounded by one animal, but for situations such as this right here where we're surrounded by a bunch of them, we gain plus 30% speed in 12 seconds where we can ram through all of these objects, which make this insanely good. I wouldn't say it's the best animal in the game because sometimes it can be quite bad, especially if there's just no animals around you. But for situations whenever you're surrounded, that makes Medusa super good. Like we gain 6 seconds right there where we can break through anything, which is especially good whenever you're surrounded. Just so if there's too many animals around you, you can ram through an obstacle, clearing yourself from all the animals and making sure you don't take any hearts. By the way, the speed buff does go away, like the plus 10% speed we get right there, that does go away after the 4 seconds as well. So it's not a permanent speed buff, which does kind of stink, but I mean, if it was a permanent speed buff, we would end up going lightning speed, which would make it so much harder to dodge stuff. So it's it's probably for the best. The next exclusive that we're going to be taking a look at is the skeleton horse. So the skeleton horse was available during the Halloween event, and I believe we had about 2 weeks to get him, and we could buy him for 7.5 thousand candy. I think that's wrong. I think he actually costed a lot more candy than 7.5 thousand. He might have originally been that. I forgot how much he costed, but like an hour or so after they released the update, they actually doubled the price of him, making him even more expensive. But anyway, he goes 24 to 29 speed and has 4 hearts, and his special ability is Bones Charge. So every 15 seconds, he'll charge for 10 seconds, destroying obstacles and eating animals. So pretty much every 15 seconds, he becomes invincible for 10 seconds, which is insanely good. And he also actually has the same ability as the Headless Horse, but the Headless Horse is every 30 seconds he charges for 10 seconds. So the cooldown for the Headless Horse is twice as long, making the skeleton horse even better. Also, another ability of the skeleton horse that wasn't listed on there is that whenever his ability kicks in, he actually increases in speed. So as we'll see right here, in about 4 seconds, we'll be able to charge through everything, and his speed will actually increase. So look at that, we're running much faster, we can eat anything, and we can also ram through anything for a whole 10 seconds, making this guy super good. And also the speed buff allows us to pass up all these animals, which helps us out a bunch whenever we're in crowded situations. So we have a bunch of animals around us right now, but we can just run through absolutely everything, and we can pass up all of those animals. And whenever the skeleton horse first released, I would always use it. This was actually my favorite animal up until I got the Savannah Ninja, because although this animal pretty much makes us invincible for a whole 10 seconds, I think the Savannah Ninja is just a bit better, just because it pretty much gives you an extra life. But that doesn't mean the skeleton horse is bad. The skeleton horse is still one of the best animals in the game, just because of how often its ability kicks in. Like, in my opinion, the Headless Horse isn't too good, just because its ability happens every 30 seconds, which is way too long. But since the skeleton horse's ability happens every 15, it is much more worth it. And also, its speed is very good as well. Like, some of the other animals have pretty good abilities, but their speed is so slow, which kind of ruins the whole point of them. But the skeleton horse runs super fast, and its ability is super good, making it one of my favorite animals. And the last exclusive that we're gonna be looking at is the Mosasaurus. This is the largest animal in the game, and its ability is actually kind of crazy. This is the only exclusive that you're still able to get just by playing the game. The other 3 down here we can only get by trading, but the Mosasaurus we can still get this by opening up dinosaur eggs. And basically it goes 15 to 18 speed, it has 2 hearts, and its special ability is Tidal Rampage. Every 30 seconds, it enters a 15-second rampage, breaking through obstacles and devouring animals, and each obstacle shattered grants a small speed boost and slows nearby enemies. Which I actually uploaded a video on this guy just yesterday, showing off how crazy his ability is. Because I originally made a video showing off how bad he was, but then I found out that the speed buff we get from breaking objects actually doesn't reset. Because I thought we just get a short speed buff every time we break an obstacle, but the speed buff you get is actually permanent, and it also stacks. So that means the more obstacles we break, the faster we become, and of course our ability kicks in whenever there's like absolutely no obstacles around us. But anyway, the Mosasaurus is one of the slowest animals in the game at the start. It's barely faster than an elephant, but it will soon be the fastest animal in the game, because after we break a few more obstacles, we'll be passing up all of these animals, and then a few more after that, we'll be going lightning speed. But anyway, here we go, our ability kicked in, so whenever we hit any obstacle, it slows all the animals around us, but we gain a small speed buff, so as you can see, we're already going much faster. It's still not lightning speed just yet, but it is much faster than before, and we will be going lightning speed in just a few minutes. Also, whenever your ability kicks in, remember you only have 15 seconds, so kind of count these seconds in your head, because you don't want to run into an object and then your ability wear off right before you run into it, because the Mosasaurus only has 2 hearts, so you want to make sure that you save every single one. But look at this, we're already going pretty fast. All these animals are going so slow compared to us, but this is nowhere near how fast we can actually be. But since we start moving so fast, it actually does make it harder to dodge obstacles, which right now is not too bad, but whenever our ability kicks in again and we start hitting more obstacles like this, it's gonna start becoming super hard, because we're gonna start going lightning speed. Like, look at this, I ran into so many obstacles, and look how fast we're already going, and we can still go much faster. And look at this, I can barely even see what's in front of me because how fast we're moving. And every time we go into a new biome, it has kind of this fog effect, which we can't even see the things in front of us just because of how fast we're moving. And that is what makes the Mosasaurus so crazy. It starts off as one of the slowest animals in the game, but it can go infinite speed, making it pretty decent. I still wouldn't use it because we eventually start going too fast that's so hard to dodge things. And I'm actually giving away one of these Mosasauruses on my Discord server. So if you're interested in possibly winning one of these, the link to join my Discord server is in the description, so make sure to join that. But anyway, if I had to rank the exclusives from best to worst, I would give first place to the Savannah Ninja, second to the Skeleton Horse, and if I was going off coolness, I would go Mosasaurus as third. But for practical use, I would say Medusa is number 3 and Mosasaurus is number 4, just because it would be pretty difficult to travel to like 15,000 meters with the Mosasaurus. Because making it to 15,000 meters without going lightning speed and crashing into an object with the Mosasaurus is going to be very difficult, and I bet we could easily make it to past 15,000 meters with any of these other exclusives. But anyway, that is every exclusive in Raised Animals though. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to smash that subscribe button, and I'll see you all in the next video.